Last night, Trump ordered the government to stop minting new pennies. Many have been calling for this to happen for years, but the significance of the death of the penny can only really be understood if we look at the coin's history. The first coins called pennies came about in England during the Middle Ages. They were small silver coins worth about $1.50 in today's American money. For the vast majority of people, these silver pennies were the only coin they ever needed or interacted with. Silver itself was the money. These coins were simply a specific weight of silver that was convenient enough to become popular. The penny's value remained largely unchanged for centuries. And in the years after the U.S. seceded from Britain, the new federal government decided to use the same name for its smallest coin, representing 1/100th of a dollar. Importantly, the value of these American pennies was not based on the amount of metal in the coin, but by its fractional relationship with the dollar. At the time, the dollar was defined as a specific weight of silver, which meant the value of the penny was also tied to a specific amount of silver. But the penny was not made of silver, it was made of copper. So right from the jump, the American penny's value was separated from the value of its metal. Early on, that wasn't a pressing problem as the small amount of copper used for the coin was significantly cheaper than the silver it represented. But that would quickly start to change as the U.S. government began messing with the value of money. First, the government tried to mandate specific fixed ratios of gold and silver while also printing paper dollars that extended far beyond the supply of silver they represented to fund wars and other government programs. The attempted official gold-silver ratio messed up the dollar's tie to silver. Then, in 1900, the government switched and defined the dollar as a specific weight of gold, meaning the penny technically represented a tiny amount of gold. The government continued to mess with the value of money in various indirect ways until 1971, when Nixon ended the dollar's official definition as a specific weight of gold. Going forward, money's value would primarily be determined by government officials. And in the decades since, those officials have chosen to adopt a policy of permanent price inflation, meaning new dollars are created at a rate meant to cut money's value by 2% every year. In reality, though, the real loss has been closer to 4%. This system has been great for government officials and the politically connected rich who receive most of the new money first. But that's come at the expense of the rest of the American people, whose paychecks and savings continue to be devalued by the ongoing policy. The penny is the first monetary casualty in this march to worthless currency, but it certainly won't be the